Tarantula Girl coming to you from my private serpentarium. Today I am doing a Tools of the Trade video. This is one that's been highly requested, and these fishnets made me think of Miss Mimi Clausen, so shout out to Mimi who was asking me some questions about the fishnets. Hope you're enjoying that honey back home, Mimi. I wanted to show you some of the tools that I use daily when I'm working with my tarantulas, and if you're interested in needing to purchase any of these items, there are clickable links below that you can see to find every single one of these items. As you guys know, I use a number of different enclosures. I use this type of gallon size enclosure for my arboreals. I use these half-gallon enclosures for juvenile arboreals. I use the smaller pill vials and the tiny for my young arboreal slings. I use deli containers as well, and sometimes I use small little display containers for when I'm vending or if I have an animal in the classroom for a teeny tiny little sling. For my terrestrial species, I use these shoebox containers. I use these smaller plastic containers. And then I also use the teeny tiny little deli cups, which if you're interested will be linked below. The Critter Keeper and the Exotero both come in all different shapes and sizes, and I think they're really awesome. I will be doing another tools video if you want to have a fancier enclosure in the future. For setting up habitat, most of you all have seen, I frequently use cork bark. Although I take them out before I film a lot of times, I use basic plastic hides. For building enclosures, making holes, I use a soldering gun that will burn a nice smooth hole in your enclosure. If you like to do it without that lovely burning fragrance, you can use a Dremel tool, which I also use to cut the cork to fit into whatever I need it to fit into. Spray bottle for watering, of course. Tongs and tweezers of all kinds of sizes. I even have bigger ones and smaller ones than these. Invisible tape for labeling. And I've been meaning to tell you guys my little secret on this. When I get an animal or when I'm rehousing an animal, I get a strip of tape, I fold the end over, stick it to the tank, and then write my label on it with a permanent marker, and then when I'm ready to move that animal, I have a nice little tab to pull up, and then it doesn't leave any glue, and I don't have to mess up my nails pulling the tape off. And that's just a little something I learned to do a long time ago that people have said, oh, I wish you would have explained that, and I always forget to, so there's one of my top secrets. And as Mimi had asked, fish nets. You can get these fish nets. I think they're really great for being able to gently prod or to catch a tarantula from running off the table. You can cup them in your hands if you like, but I feel like they're less threatened by a fish net, and you can even scoop them, which I do sometimes. I have these little fish nets all over the place. I just feel like it's a really gentle, kind way to corral your tarantula. So this was a few tools of the trade. This was not everything I use, but this is kind of the stuff that I put into practice every day. Hope you guys like this. I hope it answered most of your questions. And thanks for watching, Mimi and everybody else. I love you all, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.